What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscean Predator. I'm back with another installment of that TPP True Crime Talk. Man, woo! That Murdaugh trial, Day16, baby. Holy goodness. Holy goodness. Dude, today, man, yesterday I felt real weird about the case. Like, I didn't like the feel, the vibe. Just something felt off. I didn't know if the prosecution had something up their sleeve. I just didn't see how it was all going to start coming together, right? So coming to this, and I'm like, today, I'm just, man, I don't know. I didn't even really have the energy to watch it today, but I forced myself to watch it. So it starts off, and I mean, right off the gate before the jurors even come in, right? The judge basically covers the whole situation with whether or not the side of the road incident is going to be, admissible, and that anybody can testify on it anyway. And so he started off by giving his answer on that, and he basically ruled that he wasn't going to let that, slide, that they couldn't bring that up in this trial. Dude, that straight handicaps prosecution, dude, because that's a huge part of showing his mental instability and the fact that he's willing to do anything to try to get himself out of things, to lessen the impact, to get sympathy, whatever the case may be. But his mental stability is not there. And like, you pay your cousin to fake suicide you, like the defense is going to claim that the suicide didn't work because his cousin, or the assassination didn't work because his cousin didn't shoot him, he missed. Bro, he didn't miss. Come on, this shit is fake. Shit is fake. Fake. Anyways, so that can't come in, right? That shit sucks. Because that would really help the prosecution's whole idea that, the motive was money and his empire collapsing, his lies, just yeah, man. Like, so that, yeah, I don't know, man. See, I'm so upset. So upset, I can't even believe. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. But anyways, so then prosecution brings up the head investigator. And go ahead and question him, and get the whole cross-examining thing happening and stuff. And they did is they went ahead and played the third tape, the third interview with Murdaugh, with Alex. And bro, that's I don't know, man. You can't watch that shit and not be like, this dude's faking the funk, bruh. Like, there's no way. He's too emotionally stable. I don't know, dude. It's just, I don't know. I just smell bullshit the moment I started listening to it. And then, like, immediately you start realizing, like, okay, here are all the statements that he made that have been contradicted throughout the trial by witnesses. So by the end of today, just going through that tape and, the testimony of witnesses and stuff, I actually felt the energy change. I was like, dude, there's no way that he didn't do this or be directly involved in it, right? So, like, let's say by chance there was somebody else, like, he knew that somebody else was part of Alex's plan, and like, so that's my judgment based off all the circumstantial evidence, all the lies that have been uncovered now, all the inaccuracies and everything, the financial crimes and how massive that was, and what kind of person it would take to do something like that. The couple cases where he defrauded people, those specific people, those cases were horrible, man. You have to be a freaking horrible person to steal from the type of people that he stole from. It's just, dude, look at it all, man. And then if you have any, like, I don't know, any knowledge in psychology, any knowledge in like true crime cases, like, you know, extensive, you know, you've seen lots and lots of cases, like, people are capable of doing this murder. Like, a husband in his situation is totally capable of doing this. And dude, you just sit there and think about, like, so many aspects of the case, right? Like, besides the financial crimes, right? Let's talk about the boat case, right? Like, his son literally created an incident with his drinking problem that killed somebody, which domino affected his dad and was basically going to bring down his dad's empire. Straight up. Like, the moment that case proceeded, the boat case proceeded to where the lawyer wanted to sue Alex and then wanted discovery for all of his financials because Alex didn't want to come up with the money. That was it, dude. Paul had just screwed his dad's whole corrupt empire. Done, man. Just screwed it. Absolutely screwed it. So, like, and then all of a sudden now we're hearing too with some testimony, like, literally from Alex himself inside of the interview, the third interview we hear today, the video, where he's interviewed in the actual department in a room, not a car. And he talks about, you know, like, his son having bad health, Paul having bad health, like his feet were messed up, and like, it just sounded like his son was having a real bad go at life, and he was probably gonna have a really bad life after that whole boating incident, because he's probably gonna see jail time. You know, his dad's getting sued, his brother's getting sued because this is his brother's ID. It's just like, it created so much hell for his family, aside from exposing his dad's corrupt empire. So then you add that to the mix, his dad being on pills, like, and the fact too that that's the son that the mom called her little detective because he would be on his dad's ass about popping pills. So basically, the son that will narc him out for doing he shouldn't be doing is the same son that is a handful to deal with because he's got a little liquor problem and he's silver spooned up, does what he wants. That son goes out and kills somebody in a boating accident with his dad's boat and creates this whole shitstorm that has landed. Like, dude, you're telling me somebody in the wrong mental capacity, that's not enough for them to go kill their kid? Like, with all the things that we've seen, all the different parents we've seen commit familicide as far as killing their kid, like, it is not a reach. And like, more and more now today, like, after watching that video and like just getting a better understanding, and especially looking at him talking about Paul, yeah, man, it's something's off, man. Don't smell right. Something don't smell right. So I don't. And then, like, think about Maggie, right? Think about the wife. Let's see. Why? You know, why would he kill her? Well, let's see. If his empire's falling down, like I just explained with the son, and then all of a sudden, the other part of his world, right? So, like, his son's gonna basically create his empire's falling down to the point where he knows he's screwed. He's financially ruined, and he's gonna be disbarred and never be able to touch big money again, right? So that part of his is destroyed, and that son will never be able to help him build out because of what his son has done. He's never going to be able to be a lawyer or do anything like that. Then the other part of his world is his wife, right? Like, that's his world from what everybody said. Now imagine her starting to figure out all this stuff. Dude, your average woman, I don't care how long the marriage has been, in this day and age, she finds out that you've done something that horrible, like all that money, dude, and like her whole world is about to be lost. She's gonna lose a son probably to prison. Like, he's gonna be forever scarlet lettered in their hometown and area. It's just, and then imagine she's like questioning him about finances, and like she gives him the I don't know, an ultimatum maybe, or even just gave him the idea that she was gonna leave. Like that might have been, dude. That could easily be enough for him to decide that's just it, man. And then snap. And everybody talks about how he seemed so, he seemed fine the day of the murders. Like as far as like nothing's different. Like it don't matter, man. People do crazy shit and look normal as hell. Ask every person that's been around like a mass shooter. Like half of them, you don't even realize it, or even like half the serial killers, right? Like once they figure out who it is, people like that knew him are like, what? No way. Yeah, man. I don't know if you really take and factor everything in logically, rationally. Like it makes sense. The prosecution makes sense. And so far the defense has, only thing they've done, like I said, is basically try to make Alex look like a good father, good dad, like he had a great relationship with his wife and with his sons. And other than that, he's kind of just took every chance he can to like discuss the crime scene and make his client cry so that there's sympathy for his client. And then he takes every chance he can to confuse the jury with evidence. Outside of that, though, there's like, they have nothing really in their favor, because like even the his alibi is all shot to hell because of the evidence. So I don't know. And then the funny thing too is like the fact that Murdaugh, like his whole focus was basically like he's gonna get his son's name cleared after he's dead, right? He's not worried about looking for the killer per se, but he's worried about getting his son's name cleared. Even though his son's dead and it can't be prosecuted basically for that crime now. And then from what I'm hearing too, like his focus was to get his son Buster back into law school and grinding towards that. So I'm like, okay, so what you did was in a snap, we're watching your whole empire fall, knowing that, you know what I mean, like you're fucked. You're probably like gonna lose your wife. You're not gonna be able to take care of your screwed up son. His life's gonna be shit. So it's like, yeah, you're already gonna go down for financial crimes, granted. Which, I mean, who knows? You might be able to pull some strings. Granted, if people didn't think you killed your family. So maybe that's all he saw as his way out. Like he ain't the type to want to spend his life in prison. And if he thought like, I can get rid of these two that literally could cause my whole demise, that know the things that would help others bring me down, or at least my wife's departure from my life, like just those were his two problems right up, just from what people have testified. And like those would be the two loose ends in his life that like financially ruined him, and then probably emotionally ruined him, because he was gonna lose her. And she had every right to leave, dude. The moment she found out all that shit, dude, deuces. Can't blame her. So yeah, take them out, have all the sympathy coming in, deal with the financial shit that you're gonna have to deal with, probably be able to get like way less of a punishment than most people, right? And then, cause especially, I mean, like he could claim, there's all kinds of ways that things that he could have claimed, but at the end, man, he would have one son left, the son that could actually go back to law school and make money, and the son that would have incredible amounts of sympathy for his dad who lost his wife and his son, and like, yeah, and take up the Murdaugh name, and have his son take care of him. It makes sense. That shit makes sense. Anyways, so the crazy part about this trial today, though, is at the freaking end. This judge at the end, right? He's all right. This concludes today and everything. So everybody starts to stand up, and like everybody does this every day at the end of the trial. And I don't know why they do it anymore. But at the end of the day, or when court's being dismissed, there's no point in even getting up, because the jury's got to get up and exit before you can even get up and leave, right? So everybody got up. The judge's like, basically sit back down. Jury, you got to leave first, this and that. The jury left, and then basically he addressed the court, and he basically changed his ruling. So because of questions asked by the defense during the testimonies today and the cross-examinations and whatnot, because emotional things were brought up, as not emotional things, but like character witness type stuff, and then the drug stuff and the cousin Eddie thing, because that shit got brought up by defense, the judge reconsidered and decided they're gonna let the side of the road case come into court. Holy shit, bro! I'm telling you right now, literally today, the whole thing flipped for me. The whole thing flipped for me as far as how I felt the jury's gonna. I already know how I feel. That's given. I explained that throughout the video, like on the different points about what I think. So I already know how I feel. I think he's guilty. But as far as like, I was 50-50, you know, I was starting to lean like more like hung jury than guilty, like as far as what the jury was gonna say. But as of today, man, I'm at a strong 80. 75. Let's do 75. A strong 75 that the jury is gonna say he's guilty. So, man, that's crazy. So tomorrow's gonna be lit, dude. Tomorrow, I feel like the rest of this trial is gonna have some exciting energy about it. Oh yeah. And not to mention either, classic the other day, and I forgot to bring this up, is when they're they're questioning the Alex Murdaugh's sister-in-law, Maggie's sister, and he's like, the prosecution asking her something about how she heard something from somebody, and that somebody she heard it from was the fucking defense attorney, right? And when she went to like basically say what she was gonna say, the defense attorney like yells out speculation or hearsay. I'm sorry, not speculation, hearsay. Yo, dude, that shit is bananas. I can't believe, dude. The judge straight up was like, "So, are you a witness in your own case?" What the fuck? Oh man, this trial has it all for sure, dude. And it started off weird, choppy, wasn't sure about it, but it is turning into a case to remember. A case definitely to remember. But anyways, guys, that's what's up today. Those are my opinions, my thoughts. This was popping in the case, man. I implore you guys to go and go check out some clips. There's a lot of people, the bigger YouTube channel, like I don't know. There's a bunch of different channels. I hate throwing out names unless I'm doing a review on it. But there's a lot of different channels doing clips on this trial, so you can like you don't have to watch the whole thing like I'm doing. You can kind of like see some points that are being made here and there. So big moments in the trial during that day. Really, the only way to really get it is to watch the whole thing. But at least go watch this clip, see what I'm talking about. But that's it, guys. I hope you all having a wonderful day. If you can, please give me a like, a little subscribe, maybe a comment, hit me up, let me know what you're thinking about this whole trial. And yeah, much love, y'all. It's your boy Python Predator. I'm out. Peace.